list.
Hell yeah, brother.
Fuck
Hell
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck it, I guess I'll do it. Everybody good? Nobody has to take a shit or a piss or anything or get coffee?
Ben, are you
Hey,
recording?
you know what? I gotta go get some coffee.
Yeah, I gotta go grind the beans and harvest them myself. I'll be back in 3 hours.
Right, Juan Valdez, motherfucker.
Ben, do you want to do a sound check before you do all this?
Yes, as a
Titties.
matter of fact, I do. Yep.
Titties.
Titties.
She go right, she go right, she go right. Titties. Oh, fuck! There goes my grappling hook.
What are you
Why
on
do you
top
have a
of a
grappling
roof?
hook?
Are you like Batmaning this on the side of a fucking
Are you urban exploring?
upright?
Actually, yes, I am.
That's for ass splunking right there. Not only will you murder the other person, you'll also murder your pants.
You asshole.
All right.
Got him.
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mementomorons, the only podcast where you see a gaggle of chuckle fucks throw shit at the wall while a botched abortion tries to make a good edit of it.
Nice.
Fucking got him.
I love self-digs and self-deprecating humor. It makes it easier for me to call you a fucking abortion.
So, we're like I said before, we're kind of throwing some shit at the walls, but with a theme, being spooky season and everything. We're going to be
We have
covering...
one spooky topic today, because y'all want to talk about people suck.
But we can now go into only spooky topics the next, 2 podcasts.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fine. But this
So
is the season to be spoopy.
Holy shit.
Spoopy sperry skeletons.
Regardless, our topics would be stupid people, getting older sucks, and our one spooky topic for the day, will the new horror icons hold up against the older ones? Now, starting off from my left to my right and everywhere in between, we got the man, the myth, the Matthew Bundale.
Stop, you're making me blush.
Over to my right, we've got Yukon John himself, motherfucking Connor, who is still just fucking waving, even though it's mostly an audio podcast.
Say hello.
Ass.
There you go. Hell yeah.
There you go.
Coming in with the thunder there, buddy.
Then on the bottom left, we got Jace.
Yo.
And then bottom center, we got Dalton.
And titties.
There, yeah. I see you coming in with the hook shot. You know, I
Ass
see you.
And titties. Ass,
Hell yeah.
Ass and titties.
And then, of course, just myself, Ben, who's in the fucking Matrix right now. What of it?
You should
So-
probably get out of that.
So, stupid people. Who wants to start this one?
I think 5 of them started a podcast.
You're not wrong. I got one. Benjamin Bain. Done.
Bet.
Oh, fuck y'all.
Need I say more?
Well, I think there's levels of stupidity.
There is.
There's funny stupid shit. There's just ignorant stupid shit, which is probably one of the worst ones. And it's one thing you're like, oh, I just honestly don't know, and then I fuck up, and you're like, well, you're stupid. And then there's willfully doing it to try to get laughs, which is not as funny. I don't know. Stupid people do suck.
Yeah.
It's one reason why I can't even fuck with Facebook too much anymore, man. Even the small times I'm on, I'm getting pissed at people's just fucking ignorance.
That's
Yep.
why I left Instagram.
Not a bad call, honestly.
Honestly, it's kind of selective ignorance. If you were to be real about it, I guess.
The main thing I keep Facebook around for anymore is One, because I'm in a couple groups that have some really good shit posting memes. Two, to keep in contact with some family of mine that I don't.
Well,
I don't
you
know.
also you don't need Facebook to use Messenger. You got to have one to use Messenger.
Yeah,
but
it just mainly I just use it to get some shit posts and some pretty good memes.
use it to get sympathy poon.
No,
I meant sympathy spoon. My bad. Sorry.
no, I got that in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's just a ladle you press over your fucking junk to feel somewhat at home.
I thought you were about to say the ladle he uses to eat all the ice cream out of the bowl.
No,
Oh,
I've
God.
actually been using a metal spork lately to eat my cereal because it cuts through it a lot easier than a fucking spoon does, but it still has a spoon there. What?
What?
Wait, cereal? I meant ice cream. My bad.
That
My
was
bad,
actually more
man.
impressive.
So, example of stupidity right there.
Yeah.
Matthew Buendia.
Honestly, I don't know. Dalton, was it you or me that did this one? Because I know I went off on a fucking
It was
tirade.
you. You're like, I want to start talking about stupid people every
It was-
podcast episode.
It was mainly because of your some of your I don't know if I should say it, but some of your
Yeah.
coworkers.
Well, not
Oh,
well.
well, no, yes, but also some of the people he's had to deal with, and the
Yeah,
people we've
just-
all had to deal with.
Yeah.
People in general, people who fucking. Oh my god. When you can tell when somebody has never had to make a fucking decision to save their fucking life, whenever you tell them to just do a password thingy and they're like, oh, I'll let somebody else deal with it.
Like, it's your past. That shit you need to have locked fucking
Uh-huh.
down.
Yeah.
They don't even know what a fucking. It still blows my fucking mind. They don't know what a freaking surge protector is. Or a power strip. Like.
Isn't a surge protector just the rest of System of a Down keeping his ego at bay?
Actually, no. Surge protectors are his bodyguards. Oh god, but no, it's.
I mean, I've seen some form of surge protectors. Some like you replace the little outlet cover,
Yes.
and you screw that one on there. And I've seen them, the ones that are built into the power bar as well.
Well, actually, I think you might be thinking of something else completely.
What do you mean? Take off the power?
Like the little plastic covering on the outlets and everything, where it has the two outlets and
That's not
everything.
a surge protector. That's a child protector.
No, not that. It's like you take the little cover off and you pull that off. You have the two prongs exposed, and you put that one, plug it into the prongs itself with the other outlet, and it's like a little box and everything, probably about yay
Where it
big or
has
so.
multiple extensions on there.
It has some extensions on it, but it's also got a surge protector that's supposed to be supposedly built into it.
Oh, built in instead of a power strip. I don't really think that those things have surge protectors. They just fucking branch everything off.
It might have surge protectors. I don't know. Like we have one right now that's my computer's hooked to. That's actually I got two surge protectors. But one
See,
hooked
yeah,
into
but
the
like
wall.
I get where he's saying, because like at this point where we're at in life, where everything needs to be, you need to have a bunch of plugs for shit. Everything has to be online or plugged in. How do you not? I guarantee you have them in your house. You just like, give me the pluggy stick with the multi-sticky pluggies. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like it's well, honestly, I don't know.
Actually,
Maybe it's
all
just
houses are supposed to have a power surge protector that's on your panel now.
well,
Yeah.
yes, but I guess it might just be a fucking reach these days. But common fucking sense seems to be a rarity.
It's not so.
Whoever named it common sense was not using common sense.
Well, it might have been common at the time.
No,
Yeah.
because even back in the fucking 1300s with the Black Plague, people were still stupid enough and not washing their hands or doing anything, and that's why they kept dying, because they're like,
Yeah, that's ignorant.
It didn't
Yeah,
help. They also
it-
killed cats.
but yeah, man has not changed in all that time. We still do the same dumb shit,
Well-
repeat cycles of
We
fear, and
still draw dicks on everything.
I mean,
yeah,
that's
we
just,
do.
that's just a human trait. But no, they did, like, when the plague was going around, there were, the plague doctors and everything, basically telling people to isolate.
Yeah,
basically
they
what we had to
fucking
do.
weren't.
I know it was
They
basically
would go out to see the flagellant people and then like give them hugs and then still go back to their houses with fucking fleas and shit and then
Yep.
it kept spreading, man. I'm listening
that-
to a 5-parter about it again, so I'm
Well, that was one of the things everyone thought. Oh, it was rats that carried the plague. It was like no, it was the fleas that did. It was just the rats were, a
the
carrier
rats were
of
the
disease.
biggest part. It was actually a lot of gerbils as well when it started. So
They
you could
also-
punish your gerbils for
The Vatican also was like, oh, black cats are like the sign of the devil, so kill the black cats, which took care of all the rats and carrying the fleas and stuff.
If
So
only Shane Dawson was there.
yes,
But now, because of that, there's no pure black cats anymore. Now there's every black cat has at least one white hair on it, and I've learned that that's called the angel's kiss because they had people combing over the cats to see if they had any white fur on them. Your boy
Oh my god.
I don't know. Toshi's pretty black though.
How do you feel about the N-word, Toshi?
Well, sir, I don't like it.
Your little
Incidentally,
boy has at least one white hair on
I'll look later and see, but the only reason I picked him up was because the moment he said black cat, literally I felt the purr up my leg and I saw him and I was like,
why not? But there was the 1900s during the Spanish flu. When it happened, like they had the exact same stuff as they did with COVID, as nobody would like wear masks or wash
the
their
funnier
hands.
part is nobody told about it. It's like, where'd it come from?
Where did it go?
it.
Apparently Spain.
Yeah, literally Spain just like kept it quiet. They were just like, don't tell
And
anyone.
your people giving us viruses and stuff.
Hey, didn't y'all give us SARS or something?
Yeah, take that, bitch.
We're it's a tit for tat. You give us a disease, we give you a disease. You take our country, we take
Incidentally,
your women.
The natives did give gonorrhea
Nah.
to the Europeans. But yeah, no. So Ben was actually wanting to talk about like dumb stories that he's had to deal with people on this. That's why he was talking about when we were driving. I was driving down the road the other day.
Like it's beyond fucking stupid.
Well, here's the problem, bro. Anytime you deal with people in the public sector, you're gonna deal with stupidity.
Actually, just deal with people in general.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's,
most
more,
definitely.
there's more of them than there are of us, you know? Like, we may be dumb, but we're not, like, fucking retarded.
We are morons, sir.
Listen, I may be dumb, but I'm not an idiot. All right.
When you deal with somebody who has below room temperature IQ, you start noticing some things. Like whenever you're working on something and he's looking at you and he's just doing some random bullshit to make it look like he's helping. And then he sees you stop and so he stops. Then you do something and he goes right back to it. That's a legitimate fucking thing.
That's when you just watch them like, what are you doing? Like, dude, just like, oh, you don't know what you're doing? Then fucking ask. Ask me. Learn. When you don't know something, fucking ask and learn
It
it.
doesn't help though that some people aren't in the teaching mood and would rather not train. They'd rather just let you figure it out.
Well, I'm gonna have to be doing this anyway because I gotta be training a new driver at my store and everything. And me and my manager both have told him, it's like, if you have any questions, ask. I'd rather you ask.
Oh, it's
Here's
like how
the-
hard is your
obviously.
job? All you have to do is
Here's the fucking problem with all of that. Okay? This person was well beyond his years of where he should know what to do, or at least to sit there and wait. He wanted to it's as if he was subconsciously doing it as to be part of the solution. Be like, I'm helping, you know. He was in his mid to late 60s. Like,
well, I mean, you can't teach old dogs new tricks because I already know everything. I lived through 2 world wars, but I don't know what a Wi-Fi is.
I had Agent Orange in my asshole.
oh, that looks amazing. Do you guys take Venmo? What the fuck's a Venmo?
I thought you were about to ask if you were going to Venmo Agent Orange in your ass.
Oh my god.
Can you Venmo
Just
Agent
Venmo
Orange?
request, Agent Orange, location, my ass.
Fun field story. At a company I used to work for years ago, there was this one. We were doing a firehouse, and this one kid was bending pipe, and he's like, "Yeah, I know how to bend conduit." Like, okay, bud, we'll let you bend conduit. We'll see if we like it or not. So we go do our stuff, we come back, and we have what's called a bone pile, which is all the trash pipe that you don't need anymore. The dude just had a bone pile that was like 4 foot tall and like pretty much 10 foot wide of full sticks that he was bending.
Wasting so much goddamn money.
That he would bend, and then he would be like, "Oh, I messed up just a little bit," and he would throw it instead of fixing it, and or just cutting it and reusing it, like another that part of the pipe reusing for something else. And he did so. The job, I guess, I mean, it had to have been, I don't know. Let's just go with 4 school buses long. That's pretty much the closest thing I can get. I don't know how
American measurements.
Yeah, right. So he was on one side of the fucking job, bending the conduit, walking to the other side, trying to put it up in the air on a 10-foot ladder, realizing, oh, it doesn't work, goes all the way across back to the other side of the job, realizes he doesn't have his bender, goes halfway across the job, picks it up, goes back, and we're just watching him. Me and the foreman looked at him for like 30 minutes, just.
Sometimes you gotta just watch people do shit, just like, bro.
Right? It's entertaining.
And we just called in our boss, and we were like, "Dude, get this guy off our job." we
How
tried
old-
to teach this. He was like in his 20s, he's like 25 at the time.
So
And it was about the same age I was at the time. Honestly, I was about 25, 26 when this happened.
So definitely stupid. Savable, but stupid.
But I was like, we tried to teach him how to do it, and then he just couldn't. So we just like, you know what? We're just gonna let you go.
Oh god, you just reminded me of someone. This is the only time I've ever had to fire someone from a job. All we were doing is washing tanks. I think I told Dalton this story before.
I think you told all of us this like
Oh, did I?
2 episodes ago.
Oh,
It
did I?
did.
Where the dumbass?
Yeah, he like jumped across. And
Yeah.
Like, well, fucking. And you're like, you know what? Fine, we're done. We're gone. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I forgot I told you all that story.
As a matter of fact, that episode just went live on Spotify and everywhere else. Except for
Yeah,
YouTube.
Severa was listening to it while we were in the chat, and I heard somebody in the background. I was like, Severa, who's in the background? It sounds just like Matt. And she's like, it's y'all's podcast. Like, oh, okay, it was Matt.
Yeah, it kind of threw us for a loop a little bit.
It's like, what the? I have 1,000 stories of people being stupid. We had this one kid. He was like 18 years old. I have several with this kid. So one, he calls up his dad because he forgot his lunch at home. So his dad drives up to the job site, goes up to the GC's office, and demands to know where the electricians are. The GC says, well, we can't let you onto the job site without the proper PPE, so just leave it here. We'll get the electricians to come get it. And the guy was just being adamant and being a bitch and just kept asking over and over again to the point that they just kicked him off the job. The kid's dad ended up getting arrested because, well, he kept trying, so he's trespassing. And then the kid comes up at one point to me and said, hey, I'm done with my stuff. Like, because me and my dad were in charge of, like, 2 houses of the building. And he goes, like, hey, I'm done with my stuff. So, like, is there something for me to do? And I was like, all right, we finish the stuff over there. So I have him start doing stuff over my place, or my side. And then I come over to him, and he's just gone. I call my dad. I was like, hey, have you seen this kid? He goes, yeah, no, he wasn't done with what he was supposed to be doing. So I found him over there doing stuff. I was like, what the hell? So I put somebody else on it. We had one job where the same kid was like crying in the Connex, and my foreman walks in. He goes, "Why are you crying?" He's like, "Because the girl I like, I can't be with because she's a different religion." It's like, bro, you're at work right now. Like, this is not something you should be fucking focusing on.
Yeah.
And he would walk in front of like. So, like, the Skytrack, obviously the big forklift, he would walk in front of those things, like, as they're booming out. Like, putting stuff into a Connex, he, like, would run in front of it.
You don't fucking do that shit.
That's
like,
stupid.
with the backhoes, when you're, like, backhoes or excavators, like, you have the dirt pile on the side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, he would stand on the dirt pile and then, like, almost get hit by the bucket. It's like he was trying to get hurt or something. And this is just one kid that we had to deal with for, like, a month. And then my dad called up to our owner was like, "Hey, can you get rid of him? Like, he's a liability. He's gonna
We've
get
almost murdered him like 14 times. I think
And then
he's
we
trying
almost
to commit
accidentally
suicide
killed
at
him.
this point.
Yeah,
right.
we've almost murdered him 14 times, and it's 9 o'clock on a Monday.
But it was just the dumbest kid, dude, and it's sad because like you get these kids. Like I had this one guy. He was dumber than a box of rocks. But I taught him how to be an electrician, and he's like one of the better electricians that I've ever taught. But then you get these people who are smart, and they're like the dumbest fucking people you've ever had to deal with.
Well, I mean, intelligence and being a dumbass.
Two different things,
yeah. Two completely different things. You could be the smartest fucking person in the room, but not know a goddamn thing of what was going on.
Yep.
Or what is ever
like
going
me
on.
half the time.
I have a feeling Dalton could train me how to be an electrician.
I could train all of you.
Yeah,
how to
he
be an
can train
electrician.
anybody. But we're also people that listen and take. We can learn shit because, like, all right, there's friends like, hey, can you give me a job? Like, there's certain friends I'm like, I will vouch for you. There's other ones like, you're not reliable. I'm not about to fucking bring you onto where I work.
Yeah.
Because I know how you work, and there's the people that I have vouched for that, like, I've gotten them interviews on the spot, and they don't show up. They fucking ghost me after that. It's like, dude. You could just tell me, like, you found something else or something. Like, I'm sitting there, like, gotta explain to my boss, like, I'm sorry, man. Like, oh, it's fine. It's not your fault. I'm like, I mean, it kind of is. If I had known this, I would have just told him to fucking kick rocks.
Now I want all of you to join, to come and work with me for, like, a month to see how well you do.
I'll do it.
Come on, Connor. Come work with me.
Do it, bro. You can make fucking fat
Hey, you
stack,
make
dog.
$18 an hour.
You do make good money, dude.
Dude, that first year told me that he made $18 an hour, and I almost punched him in the face. I was like, it took me 6 years to get to that point. I mean, I skipped 18. I went from 18 to 20, but
to be fair, inflation.
I mean, yeah, but we're also in a city too, and I started.
Even then, man, some jobs don't even. My shit does not give you a fucking raise unless you move up in the company to, like, manager stuff. Because they rely on bonuses. You can get a bonus every year, or every month, but you got to really work for that shit and do really, really, really well. And if not, even then, if you get a big bonus, it comes in a separate check because the government's like, yeah, I'm gonna need like 25-30% of that shit. Like,
luckily, my where I work, my at the end of the month, if everybody meets their goals and everything, every counter person gets a little bit of a bonus if they meet their goal and exceed them and everything. But with me being a driver that I don't have I don't work a counter, I basically get the at store bonus, which is basically the same thing. So depending on how well they do, everybody else.
Yeah,
does.
you have no say in the matter. You just, like, sometimes might get some extra money and sometimes you won't.
Yeah, I still get my same amount, but on the second check or the second check of every month, I get and it might just be $100 extra, but that's $100 extra.
Oh, dude,
sometimes I just get a bonus $25. I'm like, well, I guess I can buy a fucking vape. I guess. Fuck.
Fuck, $25. That puts me through 2 days worth of food.
I mean, with an ass that big, you gotta feed it.
Yeah, he's eating for 3, and by 3 I mean the other 2 are just each cheek.
Nah. Actually, no, $25. That'd be like a half or 3/4 of a tank, I guess. But regardless, I digress.
He has huge ass, and he must shit.
$25 for me is a quarter of the tank of gas.
That'd get me at least half a tank.
But
Matt's like, I don't drive.
That'll get him.
We've never been the let's fill our car up people. We're like, look, throw $20-$40 in it.
Well, Matt is one of those people. Is like, I don't drive, but give me a couple energy bars so that way I can make that walk.
Yeah, I'll fucking run over there right now, dog.
These
You're damn right.
Chevrolet.
It's BMW basic method of walking.
That's a new one on me.
Have you never heard that one before?
No.
We've used that one up here a lot.
Well,
I'm glad I could contribute something to y'all.
We have learned something today.
From me, of all people.
And to which I completely forgot exactly what he just said.
Not surprising.
As is tradition.
As is tradition.
Like you do.
That's all right. I'll remember it like randomly on a Tuesday at like 2 a.m. I'll just start laughing at it. Just like wake up like, God damn it.
Yeah, you
I
wake
do that
up.
shit all the time.
You grab a brush, put on a little makeup.
Yeah.
You know what else got more stupid people stories? I'm sure everyone does.
Oh yeah.
Well, back at my old warehouse job, we sold auction stuff, and we'd call people who would not pick their shit up. We can the site says you only hold it for like 3 extra days. We would always hold it for like a week, sometimes longer, especially if we're talking to them and they have circumstances willing, like, oh, we just got COVID, I can't leave the house type shit. I was already super lenient with it. And then when we started closing down and we knew we were fucking done, now we have people who didn't pick their shit up for 3 months that are like, well, where's my, like, ma'am, we have left you voicemail after voicemail. I've sent emails, I've sent voicemails, we've called. And then it got to the point where I just had to hand it to the owner, and he's like, bitch, no one fucking likes you. We've been telling you forever, I don't have your shit, you're not getting your money back, you fucked up. Like, hell yeah, we're fucking closing anyway, eat my dick. But it's like, dude, you read when you're signing up for stuff.
Yeah.
Well, follow directions. Follow basic fucking directions.
I do remember one story that I had. One of my coworkers, she just would not take advice from any of us whatsoever, even though we would give her golden advice. I mean, she
Yeah.
was
Shitting on the floor, like, never.
more or less, but no, she was born into that family that was, and to some extent, I'm not gonna shit on someone born in basically in poverty and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, gods know I'm broke a lot of the time too, but I still managed to make it work.
Fuck, we were all born into poverty almost.
Yeah, damn near.
Almost all of us. Yeah, it's fucking I was broke as fuck, you broke as fuck, Matt was broke as fuck.
Still broke as fuck, dog.
Not much has changed. We still broke.
Yeah, we still broke.
Bitch, we be broke as fuck.
But I remember one time she went up to one of our other coworkers, and we were just putting up stock in the morning, nothing out of the usual. And the young girl asked the older woman, she's like, "I have can I ask you for some your input on something?" And the
Okay.
older woman goes, "Why are you asking me? You're not gonna listen to anything we have to say anyway."
Fair enough.
And it was all she was gonna do. Oh well, do you think I should grow my bangs out? And we're like,
We had a girl asking if she should grow her bangs out at my warehouse job, and we also had 2 gay dudes, and one was on the other side of the little lunchroom, and he was just like, absolutely not. Like, if the gay guy tells you do not grow bangs, like, just listen to him, dear.
he knows what he's talking about.
It was fucking funny.
Absolutely not. That's a great.
I've also seen him get really scared of a butterfly that came out of nowhere, and he like, what's this thing even like 8 fucking arms on? Oh my god! Like,
It's one of those things.
It was adorable.
Butterfly.
It was adorable.
I was looking at one of my porn discords, like, because it would like update it. I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then randomly, like, Raylan came into my room.
Oh,
Dalton, what is that?
Well, like I heard the door open. I was like, "Oh shit!"
That is a virgina.
that young one is a penis.
We just got done watching the movie Slither, and
I love that movie.
he says the word giant, and this kid's like, "What's a giant?" And he's like, "It's a type of people. They're Chinese." Like, hell yeah, Nathan
Slither is a
Fillion.
good movie.
Dad, what's a rack? That's a country.
Bro, speaking of movies, man, Vincent watched 2 with me today. We watched all of Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, which was badass. I'm glad I got to show him that, man. He was like, only thing I was told him to close his eyes out was when he had to like turn the laser off with his dick. But
Yeah.
and then
Use
I've
the
always been
cock.
saying I'm gonna show him Matilda one day because I really love that movie, and I kind of just put it on, and he stayed and watched the whole thing. Like, man, that Mrs. Trunchbull's like, she's a bitch, right? Like,
That one that's another good movie, and I believe DeVito directed it as well as starred in it. Correct?
And the
I
girl, the
I'm
girl's
not sure if he
parents,
directed or not.
He did direct it, and the girl's parents, Matilda's, like, in her real life, the actual actress, her parents had cancer.
Yeah,
And
he
so
pretty much
Danny
like kind of
DeVito
adopted
her
her for the
Yeah.
most part.
doing
Yeah.
the movie and stuff to help her out.
Dude, Miss Honey is the only teacher I would trust with the firearm in school.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Miss Honey's the only teacher that you would bang.
Oh no, dude, that girl needs some good dick. She needs some good dick.
Look at that
Like,
ass.
Look at that
Oh
dumpy.
wow, fuck around. I bet he had to sew 2 pairs of pants just to get the back end of that together. And he didn't even hear that.
He
He
did.
got it at he probably got it at an army surplus store.
So anyway,
Yeah, emphasis on
Hey,
the
Ben.
plus.
Hey, Ben. Where'd you get those shorts? Amarillo Tent and Awning?
Omar the tent maker. That's
Oh,
where I
you
get
don't
my
even think
shirts
he's even
at.
plugged in.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, Vincent's been because we that number 2 on One Piece who wears that giant the ballerina dude. Vincent's like, man, that dude's got a gat, which I assume is just short for gat damn, but like,
It's just the pants.
I know. I was like, dude, he's probably hiding boners
Dude,
in there
what was that
24/7.
earlier, Jace, when we were bullshitting with Simon and them, and they were just like, it was
It was
the
the
mod
Dan.
for Skyrim with
Yeah,
Gen Z speak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh God! Why did you remind Connor of that?
Because it's funny.
Oh, it's so cringe.
If it helps, Jace, I'm not in the greatest of moods, so I'm not going to quote it.
Really?
Thank
Because
God.
you've been
Quote
talking mad shit since you got here. I assumed you're in a great mood.
Mhm.
You want to quote it, Connor?
Oh my
Mind
gosh.
tricks don't work on me. Only money.
At this point, yes.
Fuck you! I paid your internet. You want to do it?
Ah, God damn it.
Oh, he's got you there, dude.
Connor's like, well, that was money, so. But no, it was
to be
like,
clear, someone stole your Sigma. Yes, and I want it back.
Oh my god.
it was just shit like that.
Yeah, I think was it Simon who
It
told
was
us
Simon.
about
I am in.
Yeah,
Elizabeth's last thought should be of Ohio.
And Simon did it just purely out of spite for me. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the little bat. I love the fucker, but son of a bitch, man.
I would love if Simon was like this fucking 400-pound dude. Like, I love the little guy. He's like 400 pounds, like 6'6".
He's a little bit. I think he's about our height, maybe a little bit taller
What
than
do you
me.
mean our height? How tall are you?
5'9".
Fuck you, you short bastard.
Yep, you're the shortest one of them all.
Yeah, you're the shortest one here.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Yeah, when you're laying on your back, fatty.
Hey, still 5'11". I'm
Well,
lighter
you
than
got
I am
me there,
tall.
man.
What up, 6 foot?
He sits down, he gets taller.
Dude, like Matt and I are like the same height, and then Connor's like a little bit taller than us. Then Ben's a little taller than the rest of us.
I'm at
Yeah,
the
when he
height
sits-
where
Ben's
Go ahead.
taller when he sits down because his booty.
I'm at the height where it's legitimately 6 feet, but then some people would look in and be like, "Did you add that extra inch?" And I'm like, "No, it's still down there."
There
Hell
you
yeah.
go.
There you go.
There you
Attaboy.
fucking go.
Proud of you, bro. Keep it up.
Fuck
Seriously,
yeah.
I hate that. It's like, you're sure you're not just 5'11"? It's like, bro, I'm 6 feet. I promise.
No,
I'm not-
5'11".
I know.
I hate it.
If
The
your
girls are
height-
like, I want a guy who's 6 foot. Me.
I mean,
just
there are
wear your
guys
work
that they're-
boots.
I'm 6
No,
foot. Perfect.
I'm either 5'9" or 5'10". I can't remember honestly. I've never been measured without my shoes on.
Yeah,
so
when
I
you're
couldn't
laying down. Did y'all hear my awesome original joke?
Hell yeah.
I didn't. No one fucking said that before me or anything.
Just
Nope.
like when you stole the N-word quote on our fucking text, you're like, I made that up all by myself, like you bastard. You didn't even spell it right.
I know it was the better part. So I made it up, Matt. I get to spell it out.
You made it actually racist and not funny.
Well, I guess that's a typical trend that you do whenever you're getting older.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't
I
bad.
want to
Yep.
get older.
Fucking getting older.
See, what I brought up this one is because like I have developed like carpal tunnel or arthritis or something in this hand. Like,
Well, quit masturbating so damn much, and you won't have it.
dude, it was just because I constantly use my mouse, like video,
Yeah,
like video games, my cell phone. Like I constantly
That's
have my
gonna
cell
be
phone.
all of
like
us
this.
in like 20. We're gonna have like our hands are gonna be bigger and we're gonna be
I'm-
slouched a lot more. We're gonna just have a weird little mosquito mouth to drink substance out of, so we don't have to move around.
Dude, we're gonna be
Are we gonna look
secretly
like Jeff
Burns. We're gonna be fucking Mr. Burns.
Yeah, we're gonna have super long thumbs with really big pinkies to hold up our IMAX phones.
Yes.
Yes, excellent.
I'm old Greg.
Smithers, come over
Yes.
here and wipe my ass. I can't
Yes,
reach you.
Smithers. Release the
Simpson,
hound.
eh?
But,
Worst
yeah, no,
app ever.
as a like I'm the youngest one here, but I feel like I feel the oldest.
See, I'm more surprised when I heard Dalton got carpal tunnel because I'm looking at my hands. I'm like, all I do anymore is video game. What the
Bro,
hell?
you didn't get a zit until you were 21. I don't even want to hear you. Like,
Really?
like if you didn't have diabetes,
Really?
dude, you would be like the absolute fucking like Adonis of a person. Like you should like straight up work out, get like super buff, and then you would be like the most powerful person ever.
No one's ever given me that advice before, Dalton. Thanks.
You're welcome. I'll give you a good motivational speech
And-
later.
He'd be the most
And-
powerful diabetic.
Both of y'all.
I'm
You
kidding.
fuck us.
He'd be the most powerful diabetic in the world.
No, he seriously would probably.
I'm kidding.
Actually, he'd get rid of his
he's
diabetes.
fucking Scott Malkinson.
Also,
That's his name, Scott Malkinson.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah,
I'm Scott Malkinson. I got diabetes.
What's up, Connor?
Also, Ben, all I've done so far is a bit of cardio and leg presses, and I think I did something related to the back because I can't remember my original routine I did. So
Okay.
I'm gonna get in touch with John to figure out
So-
his.
Yeah, I recently did this workout called Getting Out of Bed. It's been a real doozy, man.
I
do
do
it
that
like
one
once
every
or twice a
morning.
day, man. It's real
Oh, I
hard.
do that. I do that one every
I
morning.
do
It's
this.
rough.
I do this workout called work 8 hours a day on a physical labor job.
What's that like?
I
don't
used
know.
to do.
Me and Ben can tell you.
I used to do.
Yeah.
Good. I need to know.
I used to do it. I don't recommend it.
One thing though, this isn't exact. Well, it kind of goes hand in hand with the getting older part, but I was at my brother's for a bit, and they were watching a movie, and then there was a kid playing on a waterbed, and my first thought was just, remember waterbeds?
Yes.
Those are great.
Like, are they? Because I remember them as a kid.
They're
I
not
remember
good
them
for
as a
your-
kid being crazy cool, because it's like, oh my god, it's a bed
They're cool.
made of water.
My
But-
bed frame is.
but-
My, Go ahead.
Sleeping on that for fucking years is gonna fuck your back up.
It's like sleeping on a futon.
I know.
It's like that scene in SLC Punk when he's like, so a normal waterbed goes like this, but this waterbed has no waves. Like, so why don't you just get a normal bed without waves? Like, this bed doesn't have waves, but he just paid extra for a waterbed without waves. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, my
Honestly.
bed frame is from an old waterbed from when my parents were younger. So I'm like, that thing is stout as hell, though.
Was it from the trough they fed you out of?
No, I remember that one. That one got buried.
Oh god.
That's gross.
That was just quick, man. That was perfect.
God, I'm so proud of you.
Motherfucker. The waterbeds, I've slept on waterbeds before. They are comfortable to a point, but there's absolutely no fucking, like, if there's no means of heating the water, then you're always gonna fucking wake up cold as balls.
Hey,
All right, well, now that you bring in the temperature, because I always have to vent myself with blankets. I got a leg out, throwing like half of my chest open, but yeah, if this bottom's cool, hell yeah. Never mind. Waterbeds are great. Let's fucking bring those back.
Okay, I
Yeah, I
love
love-
waterbeds. Let's go.
You know how lovely it is with
I'm just gonna
diabetes?
get one without waves though.
It's funny because as a kid, I remember the like little myth we had about like if we leave our feet out, a demon will come from under the bed and grab our foot. Now as an adult, I'm like, I'm diabetic. My feet are hot as shit.
As
Yeah.
an
Take my
adult,
foot, demon. I don't care
as
anymore.
an adult who hasn't been in a relationship in a while, like, please touch my feet. Like, please.
Hey, what I learned
No,
as a
demon.
kid, if you turn the water faucet on when you're brushing your teeth, it scares the demons away. So
I mean, you say these things, and Matt's like, a demon will come and get your whatever body part you have out of the blankets. He has his ass poking out.
dude,
I just pictured Devin walking into the room.
when me and
Already?
Vincent were watching Tenacious D, it's like, is this real? I was like, no, man, there's not really a demon toothpick out there. Like, I did actually have a pick of Destiny's. Like, did it make you better? Like, no, it was like, it's like a novelty. They have a necklace of it. Like,
Yeah.
I can only imagine having this.
Matt,
Could you imagine if there was actually a demon?
And now we
I-
can't pay our rent because we won't be fueled by Satan.
Matt, that is really like I would consider that a treasured memory I have with you was when you showed me Tenacious D. That
Dude,
movie
I'm
was
surprised
so
he stayed. He
stupid.
stayed the whole time. We put it in during lunch. I was like, bro, this is one of my favorite movies. And he was just like, is this like musically? I was like, there's a lot of music in it, but it's also super funny.
But then the
Fucking
best
Ben.
part was, I went home and I was talking with Mom, and I was like, yeah, I watched a movie about Tenacious D. It's like, oh, Jack Black and whoever. I was like, you know them? It's like, yeah, they've been around for a bit.
Yeah, Vincent was like, why do I know him? I was like, well, he's like, is he the one with the school with the rock and roll music? I was like, yes, school around.
Oh yeah.
That's how I sleep, Ben.
I still,
That's wrong. I don't sleep on my
Another
stomach.
thing about being older is just when you watch things back. Like, for one example, cartoons. Like, the thing I'm thinking of right now is Dexter's Laboratory. There was an episode where Dexter was, I guess he was doing, I don't know, he's just being a big nerd, and he basically said to his mother he's got too much work to be doing or whatever. And then just the dad behind Dexter's mom, which, reminder, Dexter's mom is like,
Yeah,
built
she got
bigger than
the
Ben.
she got the gap.
she got
Yeah.
the Pixar mom body.
Yeah, and the thing he says is, boy's right, honey. He just like puts his hands on her shoulder and goes, we have much work to be doing. And as a kid, you're like, I don't know if that means it. As an adult, you're like,
Yeah, I had the same realization whenever I watched Rocko's Modern Life.
oh god, that has so many adult.
Oh, it's
I
so
like
bad.
PCPs.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's a video where it listed like 50 different like, there's a doctor in that show, which hilariously, when Kyle had the PlayStation Network, that was his calling card online. It was Dr. Bendova. And he got
so
away with
that's
it.
who it was.
Yeah, that was the doctor's name, Dr. Bendova. but
Oh,
he
no,
didn't
I
really
had
have-
Kyle on my PSN.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, his
Hey,
is
I had
Dr.
Connor
Bendova.
on my PE and IS.
There's
You can
one E in there,
spell?
bro.
No, I struggled for that.
You really did.
Well,
It really did.
if you notice, he put a second E in there as well. So
The P.
Did I?
yeah, you're like the PENIS.
That's
The extra-
how you.
the
Oh, he said,
was
he
an
said
N.
PEENIS. That's how he said it.
Yeah, there's two. He said two E's.
It's just
Well,
said
yeah,
it
the
wrong.
extra E is for impy.
Yes.
Simpy Impy.
I
I
thought it
always
was.
said I'm trying to impy your balls. No.
I said empty my balls, not empty my balls.
I guess another bad one was, and I didn't realize this until I was a little bit older, but fucking Ren and Stimpy was not made for kids.
Oh
No,
god.
I was just
No.
about to bring that up, man.
I
I,
did-
love
I
it.
remember-
It was originally made on like VH1 or MTV. Yeah,
No,
One of
it's
those.
not. Absolutely not. It started with Nickelodeon. They had
did.
like 3 seasons, and then Spike TV came back
that's what it
and
was.
they made an adult party cartoon one, which had like full titties and shit in it.
Yeah.
But even the Nickelodeon ones.
Dude, yeah, it had a lot of shit. They go around selling rubber nipples. There's like a scene when they go knock on a door, and this dude's just holding up a walrus, and the walrus is like, "Call the police!" And they just shut the door and like, what the fuck is happening there?
What's up, Connor?
That moment when you realize that Stimpy was legitimately voiced by Fry, Billy West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy
But yeah.
West fight is
Okay, it says it was Nickelodeon first and then MTV.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah, that's what it was.
Why do I keep on remembering all these other ones? Another bad one was Cow and Chicken.
I didn't never watch that enough.
I
The only-
watched that one.
the
yeah.
only-
I liked it.
The
only-
one of the things I remember is the red guy who is basically kind of
Yeah,
like
it's the devil, with the baboon ass.
Yeah, his ass was out all the time,
His ass
And-
Ben's look small.
and Cow and Chicken's favorite meal was pork butts and taters, and it was basically a giant
just
hog
some
ass
butt
on a
cheeks,
plate.
man. Just eating butt cheeks on. Finally, some delicious fucking food.
The only scene or anything I remember from Cow and Chicken was no, it wasn't even Cow and Chicken. It was a different show. Never mind.
Oh
Proceed.
god, I remember an episode. There was an all-women biker gang, and they would go around to different houses and chew on people's carpets.
Yeah, they were fucking carpet munchers, dude.
Yes.
They were called the Rug Munchers, I believe.
Yeah, dude, the legit rug munchers. They break into your house and fucking munch on your carpets.
Man, as a kid, you're thinking that's hilarious. As an adult, oh.
As an
Meanwhile,
adult, Dalton, that's exactly what I'm
meanwhile, Nickelodeon. Let's put clothes on our toes. As a kid, that's weird. As an adult,
Let's do anything that Dan Schneider did and just look at it like, oh my gods.
that's the joke.
Fighter Schneider.
Hold her
Hold her
tighter,
tighter,
cause she's a fighter. This
I said
is
that at
Dan
work the
Schneider.
other day to one of the guys who kept making Dan Schneider references and P. Diddy references. And I was like, Dan, hold her tighter, she's a fighter Schneider. He's like, that's hilarious.
Hilariously,
Well, I don't want to do it if Diddy did it.
hilariously,
Did he do it?
Diddy didn't do it. Yes, he did. But while I was at my brother's house, I think it was a Conjuring movie, the whole waterbed thing I mentioned. A hand ends up coming out of it, a demon who like grabs a kid and pulls him, and immediately I made the joke saying, "It's Epstein."
I'm sure that boy is ran by demons anyway, man.
Yep.
But if we're
Okay.
talking about getting older in general, I mean, back to the whole carpal tunnel situation. I mean, that's just what happens. Your body stops.
When you hit 30, your warranty expires.
You
Yep.
ain't kidding. I went up a pant size.
Motherfucker,
I don't want to hear it, Matt.
don't even get started.
Dude,
Even though
I
pants size, he is
understand.
now
Y'all
28.
y'all have already been living with this disease, all right? I am noticing because like my girl's thick. I'm slick, so like now like when I'm going down the stairs, I feel this like ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And then like I just noticed my skeleton holding up extra stuff. Like I'm not used to it. Y'all can say it. That's fine. I know I'm still the skinny one, but like
I could still throw your ass like a goddamn javelin.
Matt's midlife crisis is gonna be that he actually has a belly now.
But I think it'd be hilarious if the three fat ones, like me, Matt, and Jace, end up getting in shape,
Yep.
and then Matt becomes the fat one.
Why'd you say
Matt
Why'd you say me, Matt, and Jace?
Connor, and Jace lose weight.
I
and then,
wish I
like-
looked as good as Matt.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. We lose weight, then Matt gets fat. It'd be hilarious.
I mean, Matt's a handsome-looking motherfucker. I
I'll
mean, look
say
at him.
this is the best thing because I'm not only am I the thin one, I'm also the cute one. So
You're also the gay one.
hey,
I
not
still love
against
that.
it.
Should I get bangs or not all the way from across the warehouse? Don't.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Go with the list. Absolutely not.
But I mean, hey, we're a couple years away from having to go to a doctor to get fucking
And you're looking forward to it.
colonoscopies.
I mean, it's just
Jason
prostate
Benner, really
exam in
close.
general.
Yeah, Jason Benner, the closest to the age where basically they're going to get recommended to go get a
It's
colonoscopy.
40, right?
It's 40.
I've had stuff
Around
in
there.
my butt. Okay, I have had it, and it's been fine. But I had to get a prostate exam before I left the military, and the dude, I get Sergeant Sausage Fingers over here, bro. I swear to God, that was the most unpleasant shit I've ever had to deal with my entire life.
The bad thing is, Matt, what he's not telling you is, Matt, when he was bent over, Matt, the doctor, he felt a hand on his shoulder, and then he felt another hand on his other shoulder.
That would have been fine.
Doctor, what is that? What
That
is that
would have
got
at
in
least
there?
had some sort of like romance kind of something in there. This was just like, all right, you want me to go like kind of slow or fast? I was like, bro, just get it over with. And then like my feet came off the ground, dude. Like my elbows went up. Like ah.
So it's 50 for men who have an average risk in life expectancy of more than 10 years, 45 for men with a high risk, and 40 for men who's had more than one close relative who developed prostate cancer before the age of 65.
See,
My
what I
knowledge,
got,
to my knowledge, I don't have anybody in my family that had prostate cancer.
I got 45. Mine said 45 and 10 years younger than the age at which your relative was diagnosed.
I bet you Google a lot more diagnosis than Dalton does, so that's why it gives you like a
I'm about to say,
scarier number.
Do you go to WebMD?
I don't.
I was
When
talking-
Like I googled mine and it said I already have prostate cancer.
I just go to Google and then it's like AI overview, and I'm just like, and then
Yeah, that's exactly what I
I
put.
Yeah,
can
I'm
click on
pretty
keywords
sure-
for it, and then it brings me to the actual page of like
I'm-
where it came from.
I'm pretty sure after fucking Sergeant Sausage Fingers, I left with his glove.
Did he at least call you?
Fuck no, he kicked me out immediately. Didn't even give me fucking cab fare.
Did he even buy you a drink? What a
Matt
bastard.
Bill-
Matt, we need to tell you there were no exams there. Like, I think he just molested you.
I
No,
was
Matt,
wondering why he wanted to do it in a Chick-fil-A, but okay.
no.
Chick-fil-A
Yo,
is sacred.
It wasn't even a sergeant.
yo, fucking Matt leaves and he's like, dude, that guy had the weirdest fingers ever. Not a single knuckle in him.
About a two knuckler?
No,
He
that
wanted to get it.
that was another. It was his dick reference.
Yes,
You wanted to get a chicken sandwich.
it's a veiny
Yeah.
ass finger.
But I mean, it's nothing
Just got
compared
Matt
to what
still on
women
his
have to go
fist.
through.
Yeah, can I get some waffle fries?
He's just working me like a puppet. Like, can I get some waffle fries?
Can I get some waffle fries?
Right. Oh, he flexed. You ain't had to flex, man.
It's not pain. It's usually not painful, but can be uncomfortable, especially with men with hemorrhoids.
Yeah, no shit.
Man, his hand was so far up.
Hold on. Ben, why did your attention perk up as soon as Dalton said hemorrhoids?
Because I thought of a joke, and I was like, what if the dude is extremely effeminate? Does he have heroids?
Get out.
Wouldn't it be hemorrhoids?
The sad thing is, I have to
Hemorrhoids.
listen to a dude complain about colonoscopies, and I get annoyed with it. It's my own fucking dad. He's like, I had to get my colonoscopy. I was like, how does it feel having a man inside of you?
Got him!
And then he's like, I don't know, you tell me, you faggot son.
If he did that, I wouldn't even be mad. I'd just be like, fair.
You know what, Dad? You're right.
Although I'm waiting for the day he says, I don't want a man inside of me, so I could just break it to him and go, I've had it once or twice. It isn't that bad.
It ain't that bad. Get
So I
over
have
it.
my dad do a double take, like,
You just look at him and like, oh, quit your bitching, you fucking drama queen. I've done it twice.
I do it for fun, Dad. What are you fucking complaining about?
I do it for fun. You have to pay. I do it for fun. You have to pay someone to do it.
His
Although
hand
I
was so
will-
far. His hand was so far up me, I could read the fucking time on his watch.
goddamn, it's 1720. We're using military time today?
His hand was so far up my ass, I could taste what brand of cigarette he had.
Use
Oh
it like
my
a puppet.
Dude.
Motherfucker smoked Camel non-filters.
Oh yeah. The reason this topic was brought up is that poor Benji and Dalton have been diagnosed with carpal tunnel.
I haven't actually been diagnosed with it.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It hurts from here all the way down. And I'm gonna get some compression gloves tomorrow to see if it helps it.
Yeah.
Isn't like one of the cures like they basically cut the wrist open and kind of cut the tendon?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
They did it
previous
to my
doctor.
mom.
The previous doctor, well, my previous boss, he was a neurologist, and he dealt with a lot of people who had carpal tunnel. So, at least if I get it, I know who I can talk to about it and be like,
Yeah.
hey, man.
My mom has a scar that's like right down in here. It's very similar to the one that I have in the back of my hand, but it's like.
Yeah, haven't you ever
Does
seen
it
the
really
fucking,
bother you to think of it?
Have you never
like-
seen the
I don't
Terminator? Just pull the whole shit off and like.
I love that. I mean, it was gross as a kid. Well, it was kind of the same feeling I had with Predator. Like, seeing it, my brain was just like,
I will never get over the fact the Predator was like the sounds were voiced by fucking Peter Cullen, the guy who did Optimus Prime.
oh, the
I do.
voices you mean.
Yeah, not the actual like.
Oh.
Yeah, the actual Predator was like this really tall black dude.
Yeah, I remember watching a freaking outtake or a bonus scene with him. He was so innocent. He's like, do you want to say anything to the camera? He goes, I love you, mother. And I'm just like, he's precious.
I still
He gets to
remember-
play as an alien who flails people alive.
I remember like having fears, like you did the whole Terminator scene. I always had a fear. It was a dumb fear when I was a kid. Like if I ever got a hangnail, and if I had a fear,
pull all
it would pull it
unravel
off,
you.
and then
I think we all had that fear, honestly.
Mhm. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there's memes about it where it's like, carefully, fuck.
Bro, I've almost been degloved with this ring before.
Oh,
Where it just got hooked because I went to jump off of well, I didn't jump, but I was sliding off of a forklift, and I had my hand on top, but it caught a hold of a bolt up there, and like getting degloved is just pulls the skin off, and I was like, woo! I'm glad it has a bit of long feet.
So-
Yeah, I was about to say we know this story isn't true because Matt does. That story had Matt being physically active, and we all know that Matt don't do that shit.
Matt was
What are you talking-
physically
I'm
active.
super physically active, man.
Oh, you used to be.
Are you just trying to
I
you
still
deflect
fucking
here,
I
Jay?
walk multiple times a week. I fucking walk down to the store a
Yeah,
lot. I'll
he has
jog
to because he
sometimes.
doesn't have a car.
I fucking every time I go up the stairs, I always do it either really fast or I do double steps. Like I still get in exercise. I'm not a complete waste of shit.
Yeah, exercise.
Look, okay.
No, he doesn't get.
sometimes we be
You're
getting, I want
inviting.
another fry too.
He gets exercise. Jace, you get extra sides. Yeah.
He just said that.
Oh fuck!
Is that
I heard
not
wrong.
what the joke he just said?
I fucking heard.
I
Oh, he
think
said
he said
that.
No.
Matt, he was saying that you get the extra sides.
No, I didn't say extra sides. I said eggs are
Yeah,
sides.
extra sides.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
extra. I heard extra sides.
I mean,
I
it's very it's very similar. So
I heard the joke before Ben made it. So
Anyway, yeah. So getting older kind of sucks, especially with my fucking lungs.
Yeah.
God, does it suck?
Man, it
Like-
sounds like he could use a lung.
Yeah, or two.
yeah, man. Now my body creaks as much as this chair sometimes, dude.
Just don't even get me started on that shit.
Yeah, creaking chairs. Ben had one for a while.
I'd
I
like
miss
to
it.
think sometimes. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I miss that squeaky chair.
I was sitting here, and I remember being younger when I thought about Matt smokes, Jay smokes, and you guys drink, and my brain's just like, I don't do anything. And then in my head, I just went, I'm a pussy.
Connor doesn't. Wait, Connor
There's
doesn't do
actually
any
a
of those,
vibe.
has diabetes.
There's actually a vibe like that where parents walk into their kids' room. It's like, have you been smoking? No. Have you been drinking? No. Do you sneak out? No. And they just go, pussy.
I remember one. It was like there was a son texting his dad. Is like, Dad, I'm going to this party. He's like, will they be smoking? No. Or will you be drinking? No. Will you be doing drugs? No. Will you be having sex? No. Why the fuck are you going?
Exactly. And then, of course, it was Dave Chappelle talked about a stand-up one time. His son's like, Dad, can you come pick me up? And he was apparently at the same party just smoking as well. Or drinking, I can't remember. Matt, I think
Fuck
you've
yeah.
watched that special, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I watched it. Yeah, that was a good one.
Hey, what's the what do Satanists and KFCs have in common?
I don't know what.
Black masses.
Oh no!
I heard that from Anthony Jeselnik earlier. It was like, damn.
We here at Mementomorons do not condone racism.
However, we do find it funny.
Yes, we find it
But
hilarious.
there is a time and place for morbid and dark humor. You
Yes,
need it.
at Mementomorons.
Anthony
All the time.
Jeselnik is probably one of my favorite newer comedians. Newer, but
Actually, you're-
he's I remember one of his jokes. He's like, Anthony, you got any jokes for us? He's like, not unless everybody gets really cool with a lot of stuff really quick.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Matt at any gathering anywhere.
you see this.
I test the waters before I like say the most absurd shit.
I test
even-
the waters,
even the
throws
stuff-
firecrackers into the pond.
Even the stuff that I feel is like rather tame is still like, what the fuck to a lot of people, which is strange for me.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I know when I'm like talking about like true crime or serial killer shit, that people that aren't in that world or are like even basic known stuff to any true crime fan is like a whole like, why are you speaking like this? Stop. It's like it's all I got, man. You want to talk about sports? I want to talk about fucking how many people
Damn.
one dude could eat.
Look at that. Look at that ass. Come back.
Get it
So
back
man,
here, fat
That
ass.
camouflage really works.
Well,
you
it's like
hate
when
to
you
see
were-
him go, but you love to watch him leave.
Bring
That's
that
like
fat
that's like
ass
when you
back
came over to
here.
my house and you and my mom were talking about the Marquez brothers.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah,
says Marquez brothers, right?
Menendez
Menendez brothers. Yeah.
Bring that fat ass back here.
Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up.
Did a cat get in?
Hey, Ben.
What?
You should like move yourself again like that, like kind of bounce up again.
Why?
Yeah. Just do it
Do
real
it.
nice and slow.
Do it.
like-
Now we have
Look at them titties.
dinosaurs jumping
fuck
on
up.
trampolines. Do 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 do.
As soon as Ben like I just like see his whole like his chest move. I was like,
That's exactly what I was watching.
Hey Matt,
Bring
you
us
know
a
what that
titty.
feels like now too.
yeah, Matt, welcome to the party, bud.
Yeah.
Look how sad. Dude, Devin, one time when I was hanging out with him, she's like, "Don't talk about his weight. He's getting very self conscious about it." I was like, "Yo, you fat fuck."
Yes.
I love how y'all's significant others, like Matt and Ben, y'all's significant others will just throw shade in front of us.
Oh yeah, they have to.
They're
At
allowed
this
to.
point,
Yeah.
Yep.
roasting. I don't know. I guess the best way to put it is at this point, roasting can be healthy.
Dude, the other day I forgot what I said to Devin, but she clapped back and was like, "No, please stop! I can only dish it out. You know I can't take it."
Well, wow, when did you
I
become
just-
Connor?
I just pictured her I just pictured her pulling down her pants and there's a strap on. You know what time it is, Matt? No,
Peg o'clock.
Fine.
it's a Peg o'clock. Call me
Dude,
Peggy the Pirate.
Still
I-
never
I-
get over the. I'll still
Every
never.
time. I'm sorry, Jace, but I just had to think of this because like we've been doing a lot of like the the services and stuff because all the funerals in my family, and every time someone says "Amen," I think of that one Futurama episode of the Robosexuals where the one robot it's like I'll take a 3-man holla, and I want to say it so goddamn bad.
Do it!
But
Fucking
it's
do it!
but it's like
Take
at
a
a fucking
3-man.
like at a
Do it, you
fucking like
pussy!
funeral or some shit. It was like
There's
Dude,
plenty of
fucking
other
pussy.
places you can go go to church one
that's
day.
why I don't want
everyone
to say it.
says
I don't
amen.
want to say it at a funeral. I just think it'd be hilarious at a church.
Well, Charlton, the problem is if me and you stepped inside of a Christian church, we'd burst into fucking flames.
No, you
No, you
won't.
wouldn't. Well, to be fair, there was the one time that the one like in the Methodist church that I went to, they had these little candle bearers that like walked up. One of them fell, tripped, and my clothes caught on fire. And then my literal first thought was "Hail Satan!" And then like everyone freaked the fuck out. It was great.
Yeah, that's why you go get baptized. You just put a bunch of aspirin in all your pockets.
Oh,
and a
no,
black
no,
ba-
it's-
and a black bath bomb at the same time. Because
It's not-
the aspirins would sizzle, but the bath bomb would make
Yeah.
it black.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. Satan's kind of cool.
Dude, Fixodent. Just that Fixodent shit, the denture shit that bubbles up.
Oh, even
Even-
better.
Oh
Even
yeah.
better. So much better.
That exact expression.
The bad thing is if you learn how to speak Latin backwards, just ham it up.
Habam shabam, habam shabam.
No, you just sing fucking chorus lines from a Ghost song with a death metal scream.
Can you hear the thunder?
By the way, my mother actually likes Ghost.
Dude, they're a great
We were listening
band.
to it the other day in the truck. She's like, "I like this."
Meanwhile, Delgado, they're not a metal band. Oh my goodness.
They have
dude.
very not metal stuff, but they also have very metal stuff.
Oh, very metal.
Up for that.
I just always love
Unless
the
it's
joke
a
of-
satanic pope, that's the most metal thing
I mean,
you can
Ghost-
do.
as far as I'm concerned, Ghost has something for everybody.
That's fucking right on fucking
That's
money,
not a-
dog.
That's not a bad way to put it. How would you describe Ghost? Metal, but for everyone.
It's Ghost is like Sleep Token light.
No, Sleep Token is Ghost Light.
Yeah, I'd say that more.
I
Instrumentation-
like
Wise, I'd
Ghost
switch
way.
'em.
Dude, what? But Sleep Token has so much like emo-y fucking like full piano ballads. I listen to a lot more Ghost than I do Sleep Token because Ghost rocks more. When Sleep Token does rock, they go metaler when they do get metal than Ghost does. But it's so far few and in between. I can get bored listening to a
They
Sleep
have
Token album.
plateaus.
Yes.
They have plateaus.
Also, Ghost has been around about 10 years longer.
Yeah,
than-
of course.
I didn't
man.
know that. Like when Matt
Ghost
talked
Detective.
about Ghost the first time, I thought they were a new band. I was just
Oh,
like,
no,
I
I've
guess
known
they
about-
started.
I've known about Ghost since about 2013, 2014.
Yeah,
there's
but
also
I learned about them.
2004. There was a Japanese band called Ghost, and then in 1984 there was another Tokyo, Japan is experimental rock psychedelic. It's also called Ghost.
Well,
Similar
that's
to
why they
Pink
had to
Floyd.
go by Ghost BC for a minute because of copyright issues until they were able to like get the rights for Ghost.
I did
Ghost-
have a question for
Wait,
you, Matt.
Ghost Black Cock?
No, Ghost British Columbia.
They're from Sweden.
Ghost Borkin Corkin?
I did have a question for you though, Matt.
See?
It's a music related one, but how did you feel about Camelot doing two albums for Guy's Faust?
I don't know. Well, I don't listen to Camelot, and I don't know who Guy's Faust is. But I do know of Camelot. They're the kind of metal where like they're kind of like Sabaton. Like the music's good, but
The lyrics are
it's
excessively
just
campy.
how they sing it is a bit corny to me, man. It's super corny.
Fair
Look to
enough.
the fray, don't you want hay?
Like it's
mean,
not
I-
like I wish some of those bands like you don't have to scream for me to be like that's heavy, but like it's just
you
I don't know how.
do.
No, not really. Sabbath,
I mean-
they don't scream at all, and that
I
shit's
mean,
fucking.
Camelot doesn't really scream all that much.
I know,
No.
but it's just how they go about doing their lyrics that I find a bit cheesy.
if they have a hair metal approach toward their lyrics, then that is basically like salt to a slug when it comes to Matt.
I absolutely love like the speed metal where instead of the growls they just have the high pitched like wails.
Yeah, like friggin' Judas Priest.
Yeah.
I would actually, Matt, if you would listen to one song after this.
Yeah,
I think
you
might
can
like.
send me a song. It'll be fine. I don't mind checking
'cause
stuff out.
I think you might like it because they had a guest vocalist on it. They had Shagrath from Demon Borgir on it.
See, I like Demi, but that's just like black metal's just kind of all good. So, like Cradle of Filth's probably like the most mainstream.
One
Most
was
mainstream black metal. Yeah.
one was something depressing. So when I
Always.
went for my second interview, the job that I didn't get, apparently when I got in the car and I was like, okay, and I kind of like psyched myself like, okay, second interview, be confident, just rock it. And then I went to Spotify and immediately said, dude, Coheed and Cambria came out with a new song. And I immediately said, this is going to be the song. This is a song I'll think of when I go to work. And now I'm just...
You don't even listen to it anymore.
Oh no, it's still a good song. I think it's like called "The Blind Side of Sunny" or something. But it's a short
The
song.
blind side of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I was gonna say the same fucking thing.
But no, I've been on a Coheed and Cambria binge.
I
I
mean,
really like them.
Cambria.
Like I didn't think I'd like them that much since
They
when
got some
you
good
showed them
jams,
to me,
man.
Matt.
I know someone who.
I'm gonna send you a song or two then, man.
I know someone who came from the Blind Side. Fucking Art the Clown.
Oh yeah, he is one of the. But what was the full thing again? Though
You think he might
New
be a
horror
new
icons.
horror icon?
And can
Yeah.
they stand up to the old ones?
I think Art could do it. It could stick around, but the problem is, me personally, I think Art is more of shock value than anything else.
Oh,
Shock
but,
value
I mean,
and gore porn.
They yeah, nowadays. But would like I've just kind of been on a Art the Clown kick lately. Like Terrifier 3's coming out, and just the media around it, where like the first scene already made 11 people walk out and one person throw up. They literally will hand you barf bags when you walk in there because there's a super intense kill in Terrifier 2 that's like at a whole nother level of like Cannibal Corpse insanity. And apparently most of the kills in Terrifier 3 are that level, but like for someone to be able to come out with just a horror icon, especially a killer clown, it's been done to death.
Yeah.
So
Well, I can only think of one.
I
can only think of one.
Pennywise.
That's Pennywise. And even then, you basically have two versions of him. You have the more comical one of Tim Curry's, or then you have Skarsgård's like absolute demon of one. But both of them hold up. Well, I don't know.
The killer clowns but there's Wrinkles the Clown, there's Stitches, there's 31 killer clowns.
I love Killer Clown from Outer Space. Best B movie ever. Fucking fight me.
Scary or Die. Like,
it is so dumb. But I mean, that's the point.
It's so easy to just make a scary killer clown movie.
But I mean, clowns already have a stigma to them.
Yeah, but to come up with the character,
trope. It's literally a fucking trope, and you can even go back to fucking like comic book movies, like the like Violator from Spawn. I mean,
as well.
That's
fucking
one of the best.
Batman.
Hate clowns.
Even fucking Batman.
yeah.
But to be able to jump into this ocean of killer clowns and make one that stands out, that's created such a cult following. Because, like, he literally, that's why he's black and white. He's supposed to not be, colorful and inviting at all. And he's not. He's fucking demonic looking. He's
smile.
silent. He just smiles and he cackles silently to himself.
Only scene I remember with him is I think there was a diner scene, and legitimately he doesn't introduce himself, but the character looks at him and all he does is this.
Yeah, he's still hilarious. There's time, like in the second one, he's following this girl around this, like, pretty much a spirit Halloween. And he's just over there, and every time it comes back, he has a new pair of glasses on, just like... And then he's like, has a little... Like, sir, please stop, like... I mean, he's still a funny clown, and then he fucking cuts your head off and fucking... But like...
Well, I'm assuming that's the point of it. Something that's able to be humorous, but also have that, like... Literally a switch. He goes from, haha, it's funny, to, why are my fingernails being peeled off with a stapler?
Yeah, and that shit will happen, man. But like, it's just neat. I mean, yeah, it is. The reason you go to see Art the Clown now is because like I want to see extreme violence.
I mean, we kind of have Eli Roth to blame for that one with Hostel.
I fucking love Eli Roth. The first time I watched Hostel was I bought the UMD on my PSP, man. Found it at a GameStop, and I was like, oh, that's such a good ass movie because everyone gets their own. I fucking love it. I wanted to watch it.
I think I remember seeing that movie on your fucking PSP.
Have you seen the Did you see the second one, Matt?
I like the second one as well. The third one I kind of don't give a shit about, but the second one was a pretty good first sequel.
What was the third one?
Yeah, they were in Las Vegas.
Oh.
All right. What, Connor?
So remember how I always make the joke that my cat tries to bite at my tendons?
Yeah.
Hostel is the reason I became so terrified of the thought of my tendons. Just that one scene. Walk out. Because he literally just slices his tendons and basically just walk. And I'm just
one of those screams is actually super real because the fucking chair he's in, it came off the floor and he fucking broke his toe. So if you watch real close, you can see he was like, and like, okay, that's probably where it happened, man.
Meanwhile, Eli Roth with the camera.
It's kind of like who was it? Was it Sean Bean who kicked the helmet? No, it was
No,
Viggo
Mortensen.
Yeah, when he kicked the helmet and he actually broke. Was it his big toe or several toes?
He broke his foot.
Okay.
Yeah. When it comes to movies, I will say, when accidents like that happen, it makes the moment special, but also iconic. But I kind of hate because, Matt, who's the director you talk about who usually is like more than happy to like let his actors get harmed during the movie? I can't remember.
Oh, he directed Full Metal Jacket.
Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, Stanley Kubrick.
Kubrick, yeah, he tortured.
I heard he's legitimately an asshole.
In The Shining, I forget her name, the lead actress.
Shelley Duvall, man. Yeah, he definitely psychologically fucked her up on purpose.
Oh, dude.
Yep. I think
guess
there's
that's an approach towards method acting that's kind of forced from the outside in. If you
it's a very messed up thing to do.
Well, that's why he
would, because you'd be exhausted, man. He'd make you do 200, 300 takes.
Yeah.
There's a scene in the fuck is the Don't Fear the Bomb one or whatever, Dr. Strangelove, where there's this guy, there's this like a captain or whatever, and he's supposed to be doing this monologue, and he just couldn't get it right, and he was just telling Cooper, he's like, dude, I just can't do this. He's like, I know, and we're gonna keep doing it because as soon as you're done, that's the take we're gonna use. When you just like, it's like the worst take, but that's what he definitely that's abuse. I mean, it's not like, because when you mentioned that made me think of like fucking Cannibal Holocaust, when they like murdered actual animals and put people in burning buildings and shit, where it's like that guy should have been arrested.
My favorite fact from that is still always the fact that at first they didn't care much about the animals. They were more concerned about, did you really impale a lady on a pike? Fucking no. But we killed the animals.
So it looks so real, dude.
I know they had to actually go get the actress herself and basically say, here she is. She's alive and well.
Yeah, and then they were kind of like, oh, okay. We're still getting you for the animal murder though, kiddo.
Actually, there's another person that's pretty fucking bad, who basically did fucking worse than Stanley Kubrick for his movie roles. Alfred motherfucking Hitchcock.
Oh god, yeah, he was so anal, but goddamn, his scenes are iconic.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm actually gonna do a podcast plug on this. The podcast is pretty good whenever they're not trying to get into political shit, because they've got a bit of a bent. But they basically do episodes about terrible people. It's called Behind the Bastards.
That's actually really fun. That's clever.
I like
Behind the Other Bastards.
It's Behind the Bastards!
Hello, other bastards!
Today we are Behind the Bastards. Today's bastards, Alfred Hitchcock.
They have a bit of a political bent, but every now and then they have some really good fucking ones. And one of them, actually, they did a multi-part one. It's called Alfred Hitchcock, the director who randomly tortured people.
And what podcast is this?
Behind the Bastards.
Oh, I thought that was a segment.
No, it's a full-blown fucking podcast. Like, they got like 800 fucking episodes or some shit.
Fucking hell.
Hell yeah. Been doing that shit for a while, man.
I'm trying to
So
think.
are
The
we.
bad thing is I don't watch a whole lot of movies anymore. I'm trying to think of who
The
a new kid on the block as far as horror is concerned.
Jigsaw, man.
Would you
Definitely
consider
the
him
fucking. Yeah, well, like 2000s. Because
I
when I
mean,
think old
okay.
icons,
Okay, give me-
Leatherface, all
what's-
that, like that's
what's
fucking
the cutoff?
70s, 80s, 90s.
Okay, so what's the cutoff for considered new kids? 2000 and over?
I would
No.
say something like
Like, I'd say like 2010.
See, that's a weird one because the only one I can
Matt's
think of is
talking about like
compared
Matt's
to like
talking about,
this
like, the
century
80s
and the
guys.
last century.
Well, no, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to think
because I would still think like Jigsaw as like a horror icon. It's fucking massive. It can't. Everyone knows Billy the fucking puppet, man.
Yeah,
Everyone
no,
knows
but-
that fucking. Oh, you
Well,
want to play a game? That's been
I'll
just
be
now.
honest.
It's been so
I'm
used.
just trying to figure out a line like when do you
I
stop?
don't think there's a
being
super
an old-
definitive one, but I'm just saying, man.
I don't
We
know.
all know the
Kinda like
original
Beyond.
icons, though not
Yeah.
those. Like when you
Yeah.
go to page 2, because those are the original ones. It's like when you get into serial killers, you always like, oh, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy. No one ever talks about the Chicago Rippers and all these other people that did way more horrible shit, but no one knows about them.
They're not
like-
iconic enough.
Yeah, they're not. They
fuck.
didn't have like a something, a killer clown, or he ate people. They're just like they were terrible fucking people.
Hey
Yeah.
y'all, random. I just now realized how long I've been fucking listening to these guys. So the Alfred Hitchcock one was episode number 41, and it was made in 2019.
Damn.
So they started in 2019, and they already have 800 episodes.
No, that was an over embellishment, but they've got hundreds of episodes.
I'll say, what are they recording like 2 times a day? Jesus Christ!
Okay, next episode. What are the topics, boys? We gotta pump these bad boys out like Dan on a Thursday night.
We gotta get going. Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta
But,
get going.
In my opinion, though, comparing new icons to the old ones,
What is happening?
Dalton,
What is
was
happening?
this?
Like that.
Yeah, you did this. You like had a smile and went.
I was like doing this, and then I just like
You're like,
Finger
"You gotta
good.
pull this trigger. I was like, what trigger?
just go.
Anyway.
Pull this trigger.
In my opinion, as someone who's not a horror fanatic like Matt, but I'd say it's hard for new horror icons to compare to the old ones. Because usually with old ones, they did something
Yeah, it was
original that stood
yeah,
out at that point. Like
absolutely.
Xenomorph. Literally a haunted house in space. Like, there's literally the whole trope of haunted house where it's like, why don't they just jump out the window or exit the house? Can you do it in space? Not unless you have another ship or a suit.
Oh, murder.
And then, of course, John Hurt's famous scene. Like,
It also had Bilbo in it.
I still
Yes.
remember that. Go ahead.
Incidentally, in Spaceballs, John Hurt reprised his role as the guy with the chest burster again, and he literally just goes, "Not again!" And then he comes out and does the "Hello, my baby, hello, my darling."
then what else is there? There's
Hello, my baby, hello, my darling.
Jason. Jason is a weird situation because I would almost say he's the most simple of the like serial killers in movies. Because
Fun
what was
fair,
his
Art-
big shtick? Man with hockey
Kill-
mask and machete.
Killing teenagers.
Oh yeah.
Our
Oh.
Jason makes buffets afraid.
It says,
Like, who are we talking?
Oh,
jeez.
no, you're no longer in here. You
the sign,
go.
the sign says all you can eat. Now you can eat all.
And then there's Freddy, who he
Well,
had a
Freddy-
crazy premise, being able to kill you in your nightmare.
Yeah.
Well, that and
That's
Freddy also
nuts.
had a bit more character on it because he also did like before a lot of his kills, he would always say a pun.
Well,
and his
eventually.
eventually, yeah. It
eventually.
wasn't
The
until the
first-
third movie when he started getting zany.
I
The
still
first and second,
That's been all of those. They all have their shitty fucking movies where they're just running. They're
Yeah.
beating a dead horse essentially.
yeah.
Freddy leaned into it. Even in I think it was Seed of Chucky when Chucky missed going back into the soul of him. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm the goddamn killer fucking doll. And you're like, hell yeah.
I still remember.
That's my redheaded boy.
I don't know. Whenever I
still
think
remember-
of, go ahead.
I was about to say. I just remember a scene. I can't remember which Chucky movie it's from, but cutting down a door, and he pokes his head into the hole, and he's like, I can't think of a fucking thing to say right now.
A fucking thing to say right now, and you're like, God damn it! That was Cedar Chucky as well.
Okay.
To me, Chucky just feels so unintimidating to me, but I'm of the literal mindset of like, Chucky's coming. What are you gonna do? Just fucking kick him.
All right, I know a newer icon in horror as well, even though I'm not a huge fan of the movies, but Annabelle.
Okay, Annabelle.
Yeah.
Annabelle, it's a creepy looking fucking doll. It's got a franchise, it's still it's spooky as fuck.
The Conjuring was a prequel to that, correct?
Well, yeah, the Ed Lorraine, that's a whole multiverse.
But I do
Insidious.
remember learning, because I remember watching that and I wanted to learn more about the Annabelle doll. I'm a little upset, but at the same time, I'm kind of proud of them because they used one of those porcelain dolls for the Annabelle.
Yeah, the real one's like a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yep, the real one's a Raggedy Ann doll.
It's not scary in the least bit.
But I can't remember. It's a display in a haunted museum with like a bunch of haunted paraphernalia and everything, and it's locked in a glass box, and it says, "Under no circumstances should this door be opened."
Hell yeah.
The movie that my brother and his girlfriend were watching when I went to their place, it was actually the third one, I think. It was The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, and that prompted me to actually look up at the real life case, The Devil Made Me Do It case. Which I was like,
if
so there's a happy ending. No.
If it's anything attached to Ed and Lorraine, whatever, yeah, they're fucking frauds, FYI.
Really?
Yes. Super frauds. I'm not saying there wasn't some kind of shit, but they would immediately get with the people. No one else was allowed. We're gonna fucking sell this. Like, because everyone wanted the Amityville horror shit. That was fucking made up. Everyone got together to create this story, got all the rights, everyone got money, but even then they fucked the people's act, they take the majority of it. Be glad you got a book. We're getting your royalties from this though. They're fucking assholes. They're assholes and frauds. I'm not saying they didn't deal with spooky shit or at least some point, but because they're proof of ghosts all the time. They would you had to take super exposed pictures. So all these little lens flares are like, see, look at this, there's presence of like, dude, you're doing this to yourself. You're doing it to yourself.
When did the first Amityville horror come out?
Like the 70s, man.
Oh, because I was about to say the Amityville house could be considered a horror icon.
Yeah, but that one's just scary looking, dude. It's got eyes,
Yeah, it's got
a very iconic house for fuck sure. Yeah, 100%.
Like, I would still think I would like to propose this as a topic, basically, kind of like your Mount Rushmore of horror.
Okay. How many are on there? 5 or 4?
4. There's four heads on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
But just to make it a nice round, make it nice, we'll just do 5. Your top 5.
I was about to say that's not a round number, bud.
Nah, let's make it worth it and do the 4.
Okay, your top 4 horror icons. We could do that next week or the next podcast.
Yeah. I thought Matt was like just getting ready. He's like,
I was about to do it right now.
I mean, we can. Let's fuck it. Let's knock it out. Matt, go for it.
Real quick, may I posit something?
What?
What's up?
So I don't know if this is considered a horror icon. I think people are guessing they're gonna try and do it, but the Thanksgiving movie or Thanksgiving, whatever. No, not the turkey. I'm talking about the actual Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the Eli Roth one with the
I just couldn't remember. I just couldn't remember if it was called Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving.
No, it's Thanksgiving.
I think people are guessing they're going to try and make a franchise out of that killer.
No, Thanksgiving is one about the fucking turkey, and it made Thanksgiving 1 and 2, and the joke is 1 and 3, and one of the jokes is they skipped 2.
Yeah, but people are thinking they're going to take the Thanksgiving villain, which in the movie was Patrick Dempsey, I believe, that he's going to end up being like an icon, which I guess. I mean, that movie was gory. There's legit a scene where you watch a dude get impaled with like this wooden mast from a ship, and he's bleeding all over his daughters who are just like staring in disbelief and screaming. And I'm just that was the only scene that really made me stop and go, oh man, because there is even a scene of a dude cutting off a piece of a woman's fried leg and a dude using a cork thing to pop a woman's throat open. And that didn't gross me out. The part I hated was after he popped her throat open and poured wine, he just says, you might want to let her breathe a little. And I was like, the fuck yourself. That's a dumb
That's a good one. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, it was good, but at the same, it was the Ben pun. That's why I said, "Go fuck yourself."
But
It made me think of Ben.
we just watched 22, 21, and 22 Jump Street, like the reboots, and they're falling off a fucking helicopter, and he's like, "Say something cool before you throw the grenade," and he's just like, "Something cool." And then when they get out, like, "What'd you say? Something cool. What was it? It was something cool, man. You know, what did you say though?" Like,
that's a fucking. Oh, what was it, dude?
Where's
Where's my
it-
car?
Dude,
Cards
what
like,
does mine
"Dude,
say?
sweet."
What about mine?
Ray fucked me. Ray fucked me. Ray fucked me. Yeah. I got so wasted, I woke up butt naked in a tub of ice.
Anyways, Matt, proceed if you want to go with
What's
your
your
4
Mount
horror
Rushmore?
icons.
All right, mine
not
would be 4
and-
Chuckies. No, I'm just joking.
I was gonna say animated. Okay, we'll do one with animated characters
I didn't
involved.
think about animated ones. That's a whole other ball game.
Okay,
Let's
so
go with horror. Just
okay,
go with horror.
live action.
All right, so there's Chucky, Pinhead,
Okay.
probably Ghostface, man, just because like
It kind of
Like,
made
He
it
was
campy.
he was a very different killer. Yeah,
Well, it
and-
also broke the meta.
that's the word I'm looking for.
I mean, if I had 5, I'd put Art the Clown, but like Leatherface would be my 4th, man.
Right on.
That one I did not
Okay.
expect.
Yeah.
It's fucking
No,
wild.
Leatherface
man.
is scary. Like I still remember seeing the movie as a teenager and seeing the scene where the dude gets like clubbed over the head with that like meaty sledge, and you hear the sickening crack and his body's just like seizing up the whole time, and I'm just like,
See, but Art the Clown would be the 5th one that's still in progress. Just
Yeah,
because,
under construction.
under
he's making it
construction.
himself, just made out of dead people, just the whole time, just going.
All right, Ben, what's your Mount Rushmore?
So I was gonna. 2 of them are recycled because I was thinking Leatherface, Chucky, Jason,
Mhm.
and fuck. Nightmare on Elm Street. God
What was the
damn.
movie?
No, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Freddy.
Freddy.
Freddy Krueger. There you go.
Freddy Fazbear.
Those
got
would be
him.
my
That's a
fours.
new icon. That's a new horror icon. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. All right, Connor.
I don't have a very good one because remember, I'm not a big horror fanatic, and you would almost consider one of them not a horror.
You know, like Hitler, JoJo,
Joseph Stalin.
and my mom.
Joestar.
Yes, my mother is the scariest horror icon. Anyway, the Xenomorph. I mean,
That's
it's
Just a long mountain. Just
They have to have supports.
They have to
There's
have a
just a-
telescopic fucking rock.
women just looking at it. I can climb that. The mountain, right? The mountain, right?
right.
I want to put the Predator, but I don't know if he counts as a horror icon.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
I mean, the movie was more action, but yeah, the Predator.
Yeah. it's
That's
very-
the big twist of it, because you were baited into just an action movie, just Arnold and the boys making puns, shooting guns, and then out of nowhere, they're literally getting skinned and beaten alive by a random
Bro,
alien who's just like,
It's fucking fun.
Who's that though? The black dude in that? It was like Ernie Hudson
Carl
or
Weathers.
something? Carl
There was
Weathers?
two.
Carl
There was
Weathers.
Carl Weathers, and I don't know the other.
Yeah, I think it was Carl Weathers, but the story of him and Arnold on the set of that, where like, you know, he would wake up real early, but he would see that Arnold Schwarzenegger was like already at the gym, so then he would wake up an hour early,
Yeah.
and the next day, and they kept one up in it to where they started like running even further than like.
It
yeah.
was a fucking awesome story, honestly.
Oh yeah.
I just pictured the scene from Avengers or the Captain America, the on your left, but instead it's just on left.
On the left. All right,
All right,
so you
Connor,
got Alien and Predator.
Okay. I'm trying to think. See, that's my thing. Like I said, I don't really. I mean, I could include Jason. I have a begrudging respect for him, but
He
Just
does have
because-
the most kills.
He does
I-
have the most kills in
I-
cinema history.
like I was so baffled when I learned about the sleeping bag thing. I was like, no way, and then just
He did it.
And then in
time.
Jason X, they made the funniest version of it, where he's beating a girl with another sleeping bag girl, and they're just giggling like idiots.
Yep.
That was probably my most dark humor moment, where I just couldn't help but laugh at it. Like it's like, oh my god, they're beating
It's
her to
suppo-
death. I'm just like,
It's supposed to be funny.
and then one of the Friday movies, it was kind of a reboot, but they made that
Jason
sleeping
X.
bag scene all the more horrifying. Where instead of
You
him
said-
beating her to
You said Friday movies. I'm just picturing you got Craig up there.
Right?
Greg and Day Day.
You got knocked up. No. I can't remember the exact name of the Friday movie, but it was kind of a slight reboot, new thing. I don't know. But
That's
it was
Friday?
the scene where one girl was in a sleeping bag. He literally strings her up, traps the guy, kills him. And then with the girl, he just sets her on fire in the sleeping bag.
Yeah, it was just like the reboot of Friday the 13th.
Yeah, and I just watched it like, that's not funny. That's not funny at all.
So-
I just wanted a girl burned alive.
So that one would be Freddy Krueger then.
No, that
Or
was
not
Jason.
Freddy
It was
Krueger.
Jason.
that was Jason.
Yeah, whoops, my bad.
Okay, so third would be Jason. I'm trying to think of...
Howard the Duck.
No.
Don't remind me of that movie.
For some reason, my brain wanted to say Ash. And I was like, Ken?
I mean, he's
No, he
iconic.
wasn't a-
He's the,
Well,
he's
hold
not,
on.
he's not the bad guy, though.
Yeah,
There
He's
was,
a hero.
there
He's
was,
not a horror
there
bad
was
guy.
in Army of Darkness,
Yeah,
there was
that
Evil
Ash, the evil Ash.
Yeah, but that was like a brief scene. That was just there so Ash could kill him and say, good, bad, I'm the one with the gun.
Well, he
To
didn't
be
kill
fair.
him exactly. He came back.
Yeah, okay. I can't think of a third. Wait.
What would be your fourth, actually?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna cheat and go to video game for a moment and just say Pyramid Head.
Fair.
Fair. I'll give you
He
Pyramid Head, absolutely.
I mean,
yeah.
the Silent Hill movies were.
He did have the movies as well, so yeah.
He was in both. He was in
I
both.
will
of them.
still never get over. I like to think he just saw what the Predator did. It's like, you skin people alive with a claw, and he's like, watch
I
and
need
learn.
no tool. I am very Russian. People do not know
Just-
this.
Well, it terrified me because at first he just rips off her clothes, and I'm like, what's he gonna do? And I'm just like, oh, it's so much worse.
But don't.
And then
talk
all you
about-
hear is, sorry, go
But-
ahead, Ben.
But don't talk about his job because he'll show up with a suitcase and get all pissy.
No. But no, all I pictured is after the skin's ripped off. Now what's he gonna do? All you hear, "Vroom." Oh god.
He just dresses her back up in better clothes and sends her on her way.
Have a nice day, ma'am. But no, I'll cheat and use my last one to be an animated horror just because.
Well, that was your fourth.
You
Yeah,
already
that's what I
yeah,
meant.
you already got it.
But yeah, who's the in construction one then?
Dalton.
I really don't have any.
All right.
No,
really big
Dalton's
on
my
horror.
in construction one.
Oh, yeah. But
So-
yeah, no, I'm not really big on any of
I
horror
wake
stuff.
up in a cold sweat when I have nightmares about Dalton. I just wake up it's like, he's gonna say something again. What did he say? I don't know, but he was gonna say it.
Yeah, he actually turned me into one of the cinnamon rolls to get revenge on them eating him back in the day.
Matt's gonna laugh at one of mine.
Terrible, isn't it?
Now I eat you.
I guess my top four. My favorite, Leatherface.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
My first runner-up, Jason Voorhees.
Okay.
The third one, Matt's probably gonna laugh at this one, the Leprechaun.
Not gonna laugh. Fuck yeah, dude.
He counts. He's goofy, but I mean,
It's a leprechaun. It's the best. It's the best of like. It's leprechaun.
Yeah, it's Leprechaun. But before the from 1 to 3, that was best.
the WWE tried to make a Leprechaun movie based on it, and it was fucking awful.
It was horrible. I saw it. Oh god. The fourth one. Okay, it's not. I don't want to say it's not an icon. Oh no, it is an icon. Wishmaster.
Okay.
Hey, hell yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
never watched those.
I got
The
a.
opening of the first one is insane.
It's crazy.
There's like fucking snake women crawling. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Like I learned something about. I can't remember who played the Djinn himself, but apparently, like when he was in makeup, all he could really eat was jelly beans and milkshakes, and I guess doing that had a bunch of phlegm buildup, and that's why he had that real growly kind of low pitched voice.
So.
Oh, how
Random-
terrible! All you got to eat today was milkshakes and jelly beans. Lucky, Jesus.
Why am I reminded of it was a outtake where, or no, it was one of the people in the second Evil Dead movie who was wearing one of the Deadeye costumes. Yeah, apparently they had to wear it for so long that whenever they actually like took it off, it was literally a downpour torrent of just watery sweat. Just
Yeah, no, they basically had to do that.
Yeah.
nasty.
I've actually got an idea for a potential runner-up,
What's
but Y'all might say no to this one. Captain Spaulding.
I don't know that character.
Captain Spaulding.
He's from House of a Thousand Corpses. The clown
and Devil's Rejects. Lest we
Devil's Rejects. Yeah.
I don't know. I avoided Rob Zombie horror movies because I saw House of a Thousand Corpses.
I actually need to rewatch both of those. I loved it.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
I never saw either one of them.
Dude, watch them. They're fucking great.
I haven't seen...
Three from Hell is trash, but Devil's Rejects is a better movie than House of a Thousand Corpses, but House of a Thousand Corpses is still like pretty good.
I haven't seen House of a Thousand Corpses, but I saw Devil's Rejects. Fucking loved it. I saw Three from Hell and wanted to get fucking blackout drunk to forget about it.
Was it... Hold on. Was it Devil's Rejects or Three Out of Hell where they go into the house and basically hold... like this
hold a gun into her twat? That's Devil's Rejects.
Okay, yeah, I did see part of that.
Lovely. Rob Zombie, you absolute gentleman.
Well, I mean, he did make the animated series, the animated show,
Super Beasto.
Yeah, El Super Beasto.
Why did I think of Autismo?
Because that's what you got.
Well, not even that.
That's your fucking name. Your superpower, autism.
Well,
Autismo
no,
is here.
the other reason I say that is because there is a woman who makes animations on YouTube, and she actually made her own character called Autismo, and legitimately, he's just like an autistic superhero.
What is this power? He has to count by fives to feel comfortable?
No, but there are a few. I think my favorite one so far is like he's in a fight with like a group of gangsters or whatever, but his way of fighting is like being held aloft by 5 balloons while holding a bat, and it's just the gangsters going, "Get the fuck down here!" He's just going.
Yeah.
And what was your runner-up?
My runner-up.
I would say mine's is the new Pennywise, man.
Okay.
I love him so much better than the. I mean, the Tim Curry one was great, but
I mean,
Skarsgård's Pennywise is like my Pennywise.
It's scarier.
I have to put. Okay, if I had to do this, I have to put the original Pennywise. It was just
fair enough, man.
The joke sold it, man.
One balloon not enough? Try a bitch.
Like Tim Curry's performance was amazing.
Yeah.
But I do like in the scene where you see the balloons pop, you actually see the women flinch.
Well, yeah, because it's a balloon popping in their face, man.
I know it's still funny to me.
The scariest scene in that whole movie when I watched it was whenever the dead kid with the bullet hole or whatever slides out of the bed to talk to his his friend and get him out. That scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Each of the Pennywises has their own level of iconography.
Oh yeah, I'm all about.
It's just like every iteration of the Joker, except the last one in Suicide Squad.
Fuck Jared Leto, fuck that shit.
But like each one had their own thing. Like Cesar Romero,
30 seconds to barf.
like Cesar Romero and Jack Nicholson, there was more comedic. While
Heath Ledger's
was more of a sociopath. He had funny moments.
He did.
Dude, the fucking pencil trick, God, that shit's hilarious. That's funny.
It's hilarious but psychotic. Like it's amazing.
I still remember Michael Caine going on record saying when
he comes out of the elevator and he forgot his line.
Yeah, he was so terrified he forgot his line.
Yeah, his first time saw him in makeup. That's what they did with the Skarsgård in the first It movie, because they kept him away from the kids until the first scene when he's drooling on top of this kid and comes out of a
Yep.
Bro, the scene when he comes out of the fucking refrigerator and he's like all bent backwards,
all
and he's just popping back into place and like, woo.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I always love seeing like the outtakes of it, or just the behind the scenes, where it's just a scene where he's with the kids in costume for the final fight scene. He's like, and he's giving them high fives. He's ready to kick my ass, and I'm just like, that's adorable.
If he ever bumped into him by accident, he'd be like, he'd check on the kids, like, "Are you okay?"
Oh no, yeah, I heard after most of the scenes where he'd be like scaring the kids or like about to kill them, he like when it was cut, he'd be like, "You good?" And apparently, I heard the bullies were the same. Like the older kids who were picking on the kids, they were the exact same. Yeah, like everyone in the movie apparently was just the sweetest being ever. And I'm just like, oh, thank God.
Dude,
I cannot wait to see what fucking Skarsgård does with fucking Count Orlok in the new Nosferatu, dude.
It's the whole change of mindset, Connor, with method acting and shit. You're basically putting a fucking mask over your face, and doing something completely fucking different, you have no idea how it's going to impact somebody, especially if you fucking put the pedal to the metal.
Oh, fuck!
But of course, you gotta
Are
remember.
you okay, Matt?
You gotta
Just
remember.
kick the door open instead.
Oh, there's a horror icon.
I just looked up and just saw like peeking from like the top of the. Oh my lord! Drinking your fucking drink.
I got called racist tonight.
You got
what?
called racist tonight?
Yeah.
How?
So it was 3 minutes till closing, and so this black couple comes in, and we tell them that it's 3 minutes till closing, and then they stay in there for a minute and then leave, and they're like, racist bitches.
And they're like, timed unsensitive bitches.
Also, Lexi eats her SpaghettiOs straight from the can.
Legend.
Fuck yeah, just
Oh,
as
the
loaded.
legend. They're all about that.
Fuck yeah. So metal.
They're all about the raw SpaghettiOs?
Fuck yeah, it's metal.
You don't like it raw?
Yeah, she does like it raw. It's kind of all we do.
Just saying, man.
I don't like it. Everybody likes it cooked except for Lexi, who likes to eat it straight from the can for some reason.
With their hands just.
I'll just say this: heated or raw, I'll eat it all.
Road trips.
No.
I mean, it's canned food. Canned food's good to go out of the can.
Can you imagine being stressed? I need my stress relief food.
It's supposed to be, and I was like, bitch, there are directions on how to cook it on the can.
Don't cook it in the can, though.
This can't even look at fucking Jay.
You can actually
goddamn
put
movie
the
poster
can
right now.
on like the stove.
When his hands to his mouth, it looks like that's the only thing holding up his head.
Actually, to be fair, the shirt is not helping. Like, you legit just look like an arm.
Oh, I know. I know. I look like a head floating in the void.
Honestly, I was thinking of Alfred Hitchcock.
Chase is my horror icon.
You look like a silhouette of yourself.
Da 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 da. So I guess we pretty much run these topics through.
Yeah, I think
we ran this into the ground.
I mean, I don't think Dalton has a horror topic or horror icon.
Nah,
he already said he didn't.
So fuck yeah, hour 46 minutes.
We're
All right.
done. Breaking my chair. You're like trying to snap. Just sign us out, Ben.
All
I
right.
gotta deal with this woman.
If you got any questions, comments, concerns, bitches, gripes, complaints, or you'd like some analog art pieces that are piece de resistance from a spick of all trades and master of Juan, who's being manhandled by his amazing Dami Mommy over there, then hit us up at mementomorons@gmail.com. If on the offhand chance you would like to support this podcast, 1, what the fuck is wrong with you? 2, thank you very much. And 3, you've got the Spotify for Podcaster support link, you've got Patreon, you got Ko-Fi, just pick it. We got 3 different flavors. We are everywhere on the frickin' internet. The first 3 pages of Google for sure. I don't know about DuckDuckGo. I'm too lazy to check. But yeah, you could just check us out anywhere. Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, Rumble, whatever the hell. See, we are on Twitch practically every day of the damn week now with our streaming schedule. One of us is gonna be man. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
One of us is gonna be manning the fort at some point in time. So you're gonna get a frickin' variety hour. You're gonna get frickin' Mario one day. You're gonna get Warhammer another day. You're gonna get fucking whatever the hell.
Incidentally, Jordan's on it right now playing Luigi Mansion 3.
Fuck yeah, Luigi's Mansion. Awesome.
I've been tuning in.
See, a couple of shout outs. Odd Fun Guy. Fucking horror is funny. That's about it. Shit. Well, you know what? This is mementomorons. Remember, we're morons.
Boom.
Alright, go sleep with your wife.
Bye.
Bye.
Bro was literally being bullied into paying attention to her.
God
You
damn.
never had a girlfriend?
No, he hasn't.
No. Yeah, but